Hey guys, Joe Wanted coming in with another battle replay here. We actually have a 1v1 between myself and Pope John Paul, who's another YouTuber. I will make sure to put his link down below so you guys can go check out his content. He's got some pretty good stuff going on. Another reminder, I just want to put it out there, I am part of the Backseat Generals. It is myself, Gorm Mjolnir, and Lord Ellington, or Ellington Total War. Let's get this one starting to kind of go a little bit. We'll go over some army comps real quick. We'll go over Pope John Paul's first. He's playing as the Duchy of Lorraine. He has brought with him 6 units of the Lorraine Swordsmen, 4 units of Gendarmes, 2 units of dismounted Courtiers, 3 units of his Pavis Abrustiers, 4 units of the Allies Lorraine Chevaliers, and his general is the House Guard of Anjou. So I believe this right here is his king, or his general. Let's shoot over onto my side real quick. I am playing as the Duchy of Lesser Poland. I had brought with me 5 units of sergeants, 4 units of heavy axemen, 2 units of sergeant spearmen, 4 units of Pavis crossbows, 2 Polish knights, 2 units of the German men-at-arms, and my general, is the King's bodyguard. Right there is the King of Poland. So let's get this one going. Actually, right off the bat over here, I'm going to get over here real quick. I was kind of still moving some guys around on the other side, so Pope John Paul was able to get a big charge right in here off the bat. See, as you can see, some of my guys are still kind of moving around a little bit. He does get a good move in over here. Should be coming in here rather soon. Here it comes. So we'll just follow this charge on in here into my men who are kind of just walking around, just sitting over here waiting to do something. And yeah, he definitely caught me out. He was able to get his 2 units of his cavalry in on this side. He's quickly moving up a unit of his spearmen. His king is now coming around over here. Thankfully, some of my crossbows actually were getting some shots in onto his spearmen, which was good. But yeah, I'm still kind of moving my guys around over on this side. I ended up looking back over here just around the time, I think, where his king came around behind my men. So good move right off the bat there by John Paul. Let's get in here real quick. We'll get a zoom in on his king's charge. Sorry about that. Get a zoom in here on his general's charge in onto the back of one of my Polish knights on this side. I'm really starting to lose combat over here. My men-at-arms is already down 11 men. My Polish knights are already down 10. Finally, I see this. I start throwing a unit of my heavy axemen over there. Start moving over a unit of my spearmen, but he's immediately moving up 2 units of his gendarmes back behind also, which is some more of his heavy shock infantry. I moved up my front line here, put them all into their shield wall, just to give them a little bit better protection against the crossbow fire coming from his Ambruste over there. I finally I started throwing my king over here as well. He pulled his general out of combat, swings them around. Now, here's a problem. He's going to get a big charge with this unit of his gendarmes in onto the rear of my spears here, swinging my general around, trying to get into the back of some of his cavalry over here. We do have I'm starting to move my cavalry around on this side, and actually kind of same thing happens on this side that happened on that side. He got a good shot in on me, so I return the politeness, I guess you could say, with getting a charge in onto his spearmen and onto his cavalry. I'm starting to charge up a unit of my spearmen and a unit of heavy axemen up in this direction as well. So as you can see, he's not really paying attention. Now he's starting to pay attention. He's going to come out and get a big charge in onto my men who are moving. So just absolutely destructive charge there, killing a ton of spearmen. Got about 9 axemen down on that charge. And here we go with the mainline infantry now. I'm charging in my sergeants to meet up with all of his Lorraine swordsmen here. He's doing some counter charges into my lines. Let's shoot over here real quick, see what's going on. My king is now in battle. We're starting to cut down some of his chevaliers, but as you can see, he had gotten a big charge in. My spearmen are starting to break as they are fighting a unit of gendarmes here. I did bring another unit of my heavy axemen over here. They got a big rear charge in onto the unit of this gendarmes here, but because of that, me moving that over there, that gave him a free run here for his general to come right in and get an absolutely destructive charge in onto my wide open crossbowmen. You can see right there, they are just getting wrecked, already starting to waver. So that is a problem. Also, he was able to break another one of his units in on this side, another one of his cavalry units in onto the opposite side, getting another one of my units of crossbows broken. He's working on another unit, and as you can see, some of my frontline units here are starting to waver a little bit. They're starting to kind of break. Thankfully, we're starting to get some of his units to start to waver as well, though. Bringing my general around now. I'm throwing my general into his crossbowmen back here. He's trying to quickly retreat them away, but the cavalry will absolutely be able to catch up to these crossbows here. Let's get back up over here. So one of his units of Chevaliers is actually breaking, but unfortunately my men-at-arms are starting to break over here as well. He does have the cavalry still over here. I have 3 units of melee, 2 units of my axemen, 1 unit of spearmen. My general is doing a pretty good job here against some of his crossbows here. But one of my units here broke, and he's just basically wrecking my entire rear line. I was able to pull one of the Polish knights away from the combat over here, and I've charged them over here to get some good kills in onto his general here. But this is 2 units of cavalry going against one of mine and a unit of crossbows here. Let's get back over here. Actually, I had charged out another one of my units of cavalry from this side into a unit of his crossbows back here. So finally, I'm actually starting to do some damage to his rear lines. He actually took this unit of crossbows and actually runs them really far away from combat. I don't know if maybe that was a misclick and he just didn't realize he was doing it because maybe he was microwing other places. But yeah, that was actually a big relief for me. He did have less crossbows than I did, but it was good. It was good to see that they were running away because that freed up my cavalry to be able to get some good rear charges in. Got a good charge in onto that unit of the Lorraine swordsmen there. I have a unit of my Polish knights here still fighting some of his cavalry. Finally, his unit of cavalry in my rear line is starting to break. I was able to save one of my units of crossbows for a decent amount of them. The other 2 are severely depleted here. But again, he's still moving around with his cavalry. He's going to get another big charge in onto the back of my sergeants here, knocking down more of them, getting some really excellent kills here. But balance of power is absolutely showing that it is in his favor. I'm pretty sure, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, he's got about a 200-man advantage on me right here. So it was kind of, I was getting a little flustered at this point in the battle. As you can see, he's definitely controlling, he was controlling combat here in the center. A lot of my swords and cavalry are wavering though. Thankfully, I was able to scare off a unit of his swordsmen on this side. Over here, my men are really taking control on this side, though. I have this unit of axemen that are just waiting here. This unit of axemen are in combat with his gendarmes over on this side. Let's see what is going on over here. His general was starting to waver. He's going to get a decent charge in onto the backs of these axemen who are already routing off of the field. He's probably just trying to make sure they get off the field. But I was able to bring a unit of my German men-at-arms in here, getting a good charge in onto these gendarmes here. This unit took a pretty decent charge as well. But just more breaking all over the place. I mean, you guys can see all of the white banners from his side and my side. Just random guys running around all over the place. Units broken everywhere. This was a really fun battle. I had a lot of fun doing this with him. I hope he and I end up having another opportunity for another field battle at some point, or maybe a siege battle or something. His general, though, is caught out over here, and I have a unit of my men-at-arms chasing them down, so his general ends up dying, ends up routing off of the battlefield. There he goes right there. I'm pretty sure that his general did die, though. Let's get a look. Nope, there's his general right there. His general did make it off of the battlefield with one of his trusty knights. And that unit of my cavalry over here, I peel them back around onto this side. He still has a big, decent-sized cavalry unit on this side over here, though. But I do have my axemen here finishing off a unit of his gendarmes here. Still got his crossbows that are wavering, moving around. Another one of my units of crossbows have come back. Just trying to finish off this unit of gendarmes over here. My swordsman just broke. Cavalry is still trying to do the best they can, but they end up breaking as well. So, as of right this point, I have my general, 1 unit of cavalry, 1 crossbowman, 1 unit of axe, and a unit of depleted axe. That's pretty much all I have left. He's got his unit of gendarmes over here that I was able to get a decent charge in with these Polish knights on, so they're going to start losing some men. Bringing my general over here as well to try and just finish this unit off, which I believe my general did get a pretty okay charge. pretty okay. Not really the greatest of charges at all. Most of them ran past them, but thankfully I did have enough men around here to break that unit. Shoot back over here onto this side. He's got 2 units of his Lorraine swordsmen taking on a unit of heavy axemen. You can see the axemen are starting to lose some numbers here. They're not very quickly, but they are losing some numbers. I'm having my last unit of the depleted axemen over here starting to bring their way back over. He was lining up for a charge with these Chevaliers. I think he was going to try and come over and get a good charge in onto my axemen here, which could have quite possibly thrown it into his favor. As you see, he still has round about 70 more men than I do here, but thankfully his unit, seeing that my general was coming in really close here, his 2 units of swords do break, and with that sword unit breaking and routing off of the battlefield, his last unit of crossbows that actually ran all the way back over here to the red line. I think he just realized that they were there, so he starts bringing them back forward again, but they start wavering with 9 seconds left in the battle. They will rout off of the battlefield. Pretty much a full unit with pretty much full ammunition as well. So yeah, that was a really fun battle. I'm actually really starting to enjoy the 1v1s, maybe 2v2s of field battles in 12.12. If you guys haven't checked out that mod yet, it is a mod for Attila Total War, and I'm pretty sure all of the components are through the Steam Workshop. There is the base pack, the unit pack 1 through 5, and you can get the music mod as well if you'd like. That's what actually was playing there in the background. So let's get into the army breakdowns here. My general with 265, my heavy axemen here 123, 168, 44, and 150. Spearmen really didn't do very much, but I really only had them over there to try and help with his cavalry. But as you can see, they didn't do very well. They 1 kill here, 27 there. My sergeants here, 67, 127, 30, 24, and 21. The Lesser Poland infantry here really didn't stack up very well against the Lorraine swordsmen. So it was a little disappointing to see them just kind of fall the way they did. My crossbows didn't really have a chance to do much of anything because he was able to get 2 units of cavalry into my backfield rather quickly. So my crossbows, 29, 2, 2, and 6. Getting into my cavalry, though, 42 here, 231 with this unit. So well done. I think I did a really good job with this unit and my general unit here with 265 and 231. And the Polish Knights here, 144 and 128. Getting into his army here is the Duchy of Lorraine. His general, 153 kills. His gendarmes, 132, 45, 213, and 152. So his shock infantry did a very good job. Actually, I'd say both of our shock infantries did really well. His did a little bit better. He had the 213 here. But yeah, it was really tough battle with as far as the shock infantry was concerned. His spears did well. His spears did better than mine did as well, 36 and 8. Getting into his swordsmen, 86, 169, 16, 102, 13, and 54. His crossbows suffered the same fate as mine did. He wasn't able to really get a lot of shots. 1, 19, and 5. And getting into his cavalry here, 59, 68, 303 kills with this unit of Chevaliers. And this final unit here with 8. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed that battle. It's just a quick, fun, fast-paced field battle here in 12.12. Hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and comment on the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. And I will talk to you guys soon.